僕は山田が好きなんだ。
So this is gonna sound like a weird statement, but episode 3, really made something clear to me. There's almost something addictive to the dangers in my heart. Like, I was thinking about this episode as I'm watching it, and I'm like, is this good? Like, is this really good? Because there's moments of, like, nothing happening necessarily, and I think that's okay, because I am just completely submerged, just, like, totally entranced in what's going on. Now, there are questions that keep coming up in my head of, like, what is driving this dude's murderous intent? You know what I mean? Like, are they going to visit why he always imagined, just like, killing off like the class and stuff? And obviously, it's one of those things to where you imagine it's due to bullying or due to the way the world is unfair towards him and things like that. But for the most part, as we're watching the show over the last 3 episodes, it's made clear that nobody goes out their way necessarily to engage our main character. Like, no one, Ichikawa or Kyoto, his name's too hard, Ichikawa. No one goes out of our way to engage Ichikawa, but no one goes out of their way to avoid him either. So much so that last episode where they had like the class, like, what was it, the thing that they did for the class where he drew gravestones and stuff, people were engaging him and like, hey, hey, you go help here and there. And although he struggles putting together some sentences, when he's able to talk, he talks. So that's one of the things that I find very interesting is like, well, what specifically has been driving his murderous intent or him to be, this, kill everybody type attitude? Because it's obvious that, again, no one's like going out of their way to invite him to karaoke at the end of the day, but no one's also like making fun of him or poking fun at him or using him as the butt of a joke. Everyone seems to, when they need to speak to him, they do it casually. They do it by name, and they're friendly about it. So that's kind of where like my confusion comes of what specifically has driven it. Is it just like a Chuny phase, like a Chunibyo type? Like he just pictures everybody like wanting to go to him, so he needs to like drown them out and literally drown them and and then he imagines Yamada as the corpse, so he's like, my corpse bride. Like, what specifically is driving that? And I don't know if the anime is going to really touch on that at all, but I hope it does. But regardless, that's my like nitpick. Remove that out the way, and the episode starts off with him drawing, and he ends up drawing someone who looks like Yamada, which tells us everything we need to know in that one drawing, right? He's infatuated with her, regardless if he wants to admit it or not. He's infatuated with her. Well, later on in the episode, when she is, bloody nose and he's hiding in the nurse's office, he finally admits it to himself. He's like, I like her. And so we get this really cool timeline of him, subconsciously always looking to her, him subconsciously drawing her, and as things are happening, she keeps being there. And I literally wrote this note down: is nobody is coincidentally so close to you so often on accident. Neither are you to them, and neither one mind each other's space. And that's made evident when, she's in the nurse's office originally for a stomach ache, and she, reaches out to help him with medicine. But she also reaches out with something specific of like, oh, I thought there was someone weird there. I'm so glad it's you. Basically making it evident to him, even though he's been wordless, making it evident to him that she has this comfortability with him, and she doesn't mind him being there. She actually, she probably takes comfort in it and likes it in some way, shape, or form. So it's not coincidental that they keep, like magnets, kind of keep pulling to each other. And he, later on, when he realizes that he likes her, he thinks about all the different moments that she's been there constantly. And those things don't happen to just anybody, because if he thinks about all those other scenarios, nobody else is there, but she is there every time, and vice versa. Now, one of the things that I did write down in the episode too as I was watching is like, not everything can be non-verbally conveyed, including feelings. But as soon as I said that, during the PE thing that they were having, she was looking to him. And that, I was like, that A, super cute. And B, I was like, well, maybe, maybe feelings can be conveyed in that way by actions, by, subtle actions that he's been doing over and over and over again. So she's looking to him and kind of staring at him. Who knows what the hell she was thinking about? She could have just been looking in his direction, thinking about candy. But the way it was to me looking is that she was looking to him. And because she had a prior interaction with him, she was still thinking about him. So she was looking over, maybe out of curiosity, whatever. She was looking at him. And that's what caused her to get pelted in the face with the ball. And, unfortunately, she had to skip her photo shoot and, other things. But then we skip to the end where he's being Mission Impossible, and I think the moment that he realized he liked her was the cutest thing ever, because earlier in the episode, one of the kids tried to get him to pass a note to her with can I get your line, can I get your phone number, essentially, and he thought that it was gonna be some like weirdo type note, because that's the kind of guys that the boys are, but instead he was like, I'm too nervous to pass her some weirdo ass note. But I have this drawing. It looks like her. He finally admitted to himself it looks like her. He gave it to her, and she's been holding on to it ever since. So much so that she even put it in her little wallet, carrying it everywhere with her. Which means that not only that gesture means something to her, but so does he, and so does that drawing, which I think is so cute. And that's the moment that he realized that he liked her, is because he doesn't feel like it's totally one-sided. So that's what makes this anime really cute and addictive to watch. There's just something about it that I know I can go poke a lot of holes in it, but there's just something that I'm drawn to with this anime, and that, my friends, is what makes it good. But what do I know? What do you think? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. As always, I appreciate you guys being here. Dangerous in my heart. I've been enjoying it, and I enjoyed this episode. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.